Hi, I'm Lynette. Welcome, Bearcats.
Hi guys, I'm Mohammed and I want to say congratulations and give you guys a warm welcome to Baruch College.
Hello, my name is Naya Garay. Welcome to Baruch College, class of 2024. Woo!
Hello, new Bearcats, and welcome to Baruch College.
Good morning, and welcome to the 2020 Student Convocation. We are thrilled that you are joining the Baruch College community today. To be sure, you're beginning your college journey during unprecedented times. As much as we would love to hold this convocation in person, I want to assure you that we are completely committed to your educational journey and will be with you 100% of the way. To begin today's event, it's my great pleasure to introduce you to another Baruch newcomer, President S. David Wu. Dr. Wu joined us on July 1st as the college's 8th president. He is an accomplished scholar, a technology innovator, and a bold visionary academic leader. Dr. Wu's career spans over 30 years at major private and public institutions. From 2014 until his appointment at Baruch, he served as provost and executive vice president of George Mason University. Under his leadership, Virginia's largest public research university experienced historic growth in innovative academic programs, embraced multidisciplinary collaboration, and increased student diversity and academic outcomes. Mason also emerged as a top-tier national research institution. Dr. Wu, would you please address the class of 2024?
I am excited to welcome all of you, the class of 2024. We are the newest Bearcats. And you see, I have a special connection with this class. You coming in as Baruch's first year students, and I am starting as Baruch's 8th president. We began our Baruch journey together during a challenging time. COVID-19 has turned our city and our world upside down, and many in our community are suffering from a major economic fallout. This is combined with the national reckoning of racial inequalities in our society. But challenging times also bring tremendous opportunities. Our current crises are pushing higher education to the verge of the paradigm shift. Around the country, colleges and universities are scrambling to find new ways to adapt. You are coming to the right place, however, because Baruch is known to be a trailblazer, and we will be in a position to lead. We may not have all the answers, but we have the scrappiness, the grit, and the creativity to find a new path. We always do. You see, Baruch is rooted from the free academy. Now, if your city college friend tell you that that's their heritage too, you can tell them that we still occupy the original site of the Free Academy on 17 Lexington Avenue, also known as 17 Lex. So what's the big idea? Back in 1847, when college education was reserved for the children of aristocrats and the social elites, the Free Academy pioneers the idea for top quality public higher education. Not for the privileged few, but for the privileged many. And that's you, the privileged many. You are coming to a very special place. No, we are coming to a very special place. I am not just singing our praises since I'm the new president. Just a few months ago, Forbes magazine has an article called Elite Colleges That You Can Actually Afford. And they cited the ranking that looks at the most selective colleges around the country and compared the actual cost of attending them. You know what? Baruch is ranked number 1 in the country as the elite colleges you can actually afford. As a Baruch student, you will be taught and inspired by faculty members who are leaders and top scholars in their field, supported by outstanding career counselors who cared about your future, and mentored by some of the most successful and inspiring people who happen to be your alumni and our business partners. You will also be able to help bring New York City back from the wreckage of COVID and shape its future. We are working hard to connect you with service learning opportunities to get you engaged with the city, the greatest city in the world. Despite the challenges that we will have to learn to conduct our business remotely, and we are fully committed to your success and your safety. But enough about Baruch. I want to talk about you, the class of 2024. This year's class hails from around 600 different high schools, 578 to be exact. Well, most of you are 18 years old, a third of you are 17 or younger, and with your youngest classmate being 15. In addition to many New Yorkers from all 5 boroughs, your classmates are joining us from around the region, New Jersey, Connecticut, and Pennsylvania, and all around the country. California, Texas, Florida, Michigan, Minnesota, Illinois, Kentucky, Colorado, Georgia, Massachusetts, Maryland, North Carolina, Ohio, Rhode Island, and Virginia. And many countries, such as Argentina, Bangladesh, China, Egypt, Georgia, Haiti, India, Iran, Italy, Japan, Kazakhstan, Korea, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Vietnam, and Taiwan, where I came from. As much as we want to keep you protected in a virtual environment this fall, we also want to keep you connected. All student services and many clubs are available online, and we have outstanding library and technology services available remotely, and the social media channels to engage with you on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. I publish a monthly blog where I share my thoughts with you, just like you sitting in front of me in my office. My August blog will share my ideas about how we move forward as an institution under the current challenges, and I will welcome your thoughts and your engagements. And you can reach out to me directly via Twitter and email. I can promise you that I will read every one of your messages, although I may not be able to reply to you, to each of you. Your experience as a Bearcat will be different from the generations who came before you, but I assure you, it will be transformative. Stay active, stay connected, and stay safe. I look forward to watching and sharing your journey ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, President Wu, for those inspiring words, and welcome to you to Baruch as well. I will now turn the program over to Dr. Lisa Blankenship, who is the director of Baruch's first-year writing program and chair of the first-year text selection committee. She will introduce our Convocation keynote speaker and the author of the first-year text. Dr. Blankenship.
Thank you, Provost McCarthy. We're excited to have Bridgette M Davis as our keynote speaker today. As you're aware, she's the author of the memoir, The World According to Fannie Davis, My Mother's Life in the Detroit Numbers, a New York Times Editor's Choice, a 2020 Michigan Notable Book, and named a Best Book of 2019 by Kirkus Reviews, BuzzFeed, NBC News, and Parade Magazine. She's currently writing the screenplay for the film adaptation of the book, which will be produced by Plan B Entertainment and released by Searchlight Pictures. Professor Davis is also author of 2 novels, Into the Go Slow and Shifting Through Neutral, shortlisted for the Hurston Wright Award, and writer-director of the award-winning feature film Naked Acts, which is now part of the permanent collection at Indiana University's Distinguished Black Film Archive. She's a professor in the Department of Journalism and the Writing Professions at Baruch College, where she teaches creative, film, and narrative writing. She directed the college's Sidney Harmon Writer-in-Residence program for several years and is a long-standing mentor in CUNY's Faculty Fellowship Publication Program, for which she conducts writing workshops with faculty seeking to develop their creative and scholarly works. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Bridgette Davis.
Thank you, Lisa, for that lovely introduction. My mother, Fannie Davis, lived a good life. She lived the kind of life that her own daughter would want to write a book about someday. Not because she was famous, she wasn't, but because of the way that she lived her life and the reverberating impact that she had. I wrote The World According to Fannie Davis for several reasons, but the main reason was this: to cement her legacy, to capture who she was, what she meant to me and so many others, and what I have become because of her. To be clear, intermingled with my mom's legacy is what she went through to provide our family with the gifts that she gave us. My mom made a way out of no way, but she should not have had to. I chronicle in my memoir one Black woman's story as a way of illuminating what millions of Black Americans have endured and fought against and worked around just to survive, and in my mom's case, thrive. My mother should not have had to launch an underground, illegal lottery business in order to give us a middle-class life. When she left behind all that she had ever known in Nashville, Tennessee, and came north to Detroit with her small children and her husband to essentially start over, she wanted to escape the Jim Crow South in exchange for a decent shot at the American dream. But she quickly found that the Great Migration was not, in fact, great. She and my father faced what we are now calling systemic racism, but back then she just knew that the ugliest discrimination and racist policies greeted them at every turn, especially when they sought living wage jobs and a decent place to live. My heart goes out to my mom when I think about her back then, this young woman with 4 children who found herself in an untenable situation, who surveyed the landscape and found that in that year, 1958, the only jobs available to Negro women like her with a high school diploma were day work as a maid in white people's homes, cleaning offices late at night, or low-rung factory work during the worst hours, all menial jobs that would have required her to leave her children alone to raise themselves, jobs that would have kept us barely bobbing above the poverty line. I am so proud of my mother for doing what so many Black folks before and since have had to do. She became wily and inventive and dogged, all in an effort to chart a new path that avoided those racist roadblocks. She had to be twice as good, work twice as hard, for half as much. And here's the best part. She succeeded. She gambled on a way of life and won. As you launch into your adult lives, as you begin to think about what success will look like, I want to share with you my mother's blueprint for a good life, the kind of life worth living, the kind that may even make someone someday want to write a book about you. I learned so much from my mother, and if you read my book, you'll see it's filled with her wisdom. But if I had to boil down her advice for living to 2 key lessons, it would be these. Number 1, live with integrity, even in the face of hardships and challenges. How my mom managed to have such a strong moral compass while running an unregulated illegal enterprise is astonishing when you think about it. But she did. When you face obstacles and challenges, and you will, figure out how to make a way out of no way that doesn't compromise your values. And lesson number 2, help others along the way. My mother was known for her generosity. And by the way, generosity comes in many forms. It comes in the form of listening to others, offering support to someone who really needs it, and reaching out a hand that pulls someone else along with you as you move forward. My mother did this in the most literal ways. The numbers was this informal economy that fueled Black life in ways the formal economy did not allow or excluded them from. My mom made sure to contribute to that economy in key ways. She employed young Black men who couldn't find other work. She reinvested money she made back into the community. She paid out winnings to folks who could themselves patronize neighborhood shops. And she even loaned a couple people seed money to launch their own small businesses. This was how my mom helped to keep dollars circulating throughout the community. And she did it with intention as a concrete way to give back to help others. One of the key ways you can help others is to speak out and speak up in your own way, in the face of unfairness and wrongdoing. If you think about it, very often what makes us not speak up is fear that doing so will get in the way of our goals or complicate things, distract us. But clearly, integrity and success can coexist. My mother's life and the life she made possible for me are proof of that. My mother used to say, "There's nothing I hate more than a liar, a thief, or a cheat." A liar, thief, or cheat. My mom understood that people say whatever they have to say. They lie to get what they want. She knew that people take what doesn't belong to them. They steal to get what they want. And she knew that people break the rules of fairness. They cheat to get what they want. What liars, thieves, and cheats all have in common is that they are all looking for a shortcut to get what they want. And here's the thing. Pretending that you have not witnessed injustice, keeping silent, is a form of lying. Taking what you don't deserve or haven't earned out of a sense of entitlement is a form of theft. And using your privilege to jump to the front of the proverbial line is cheating. Choose to live by the guiding principle that rejects those tactics and call out those who resort to them. I encourage you to figure out now, at the onset of your college careers, how to be warriors for justice in your own way, whatever way that is. The protests that blossomed throughout the country this summer have been a beautiful thing to behold. Many of you likely participated in marches and rallies in your own communities, and I applaud you. After all, this is your generation's civil rights movement, and it's important to participate. But protests are one way to fight for equality, not the only way. Speak up, speak out. Don't be quiet, don't keep quiet. I even give you permission to challenge your professors, respectfully, of course, if and when you feel the need to get at a greater truth. Question authority. We all know what bias and discrimination looks like. Don't rationalize it. Don't justify it. This is how we create a just and equitable society. This is what my mom taught me. It's not just about getting yours. It's about standing up to wrongdoing in a way that makes sense and feels right to you, so that we all get ours. When I was a child and my teacher demanded to know how many pairs of shoes I had, she was really challenging my right as this little black girl to have nice things. She was trying to dictate what I was and wasn't entitled to. I didn't know that that's what was happening when my teacher admonished me for not telling her about my 11th pair of shoes. But my mom knew, and so she fought back against that attack on my self-worth in the way she knew best. Her way of speaking up and speaking out was not to confront the teacher, but rather to buy me another pair of shoes and insist that I wear them to school the next day, ordering me to, quote, tell that damn teacher of yours that you actually have a dozen pairs of shoes. She saw injustice and she did something, which I now know was a small revolutionary act. And there were so many small revolutionary acts in the 34 years that my mom ran her business. There is no contradiction in pursuing your goals and doing the right thing. I try to live by these twin values every day. When she was in my life, I wanted to gain my mother's respect, and every day since her death, despite the many years that have passed, I have tried to live a life that she would respect. Gain the respect of the Fannie Davises in your life. Many of you are like me, a first-generation college student. You can push the ball forward, be what your parents couldn't have imagined for themselves, which is exactly what they would want for you. In fact, the whole point of college, in many ways, is to imagine something new for yourself and to discover what that looks like and what tools you'll need to achieve it. And I'll be honest with you, there will be pressure on you as you carry the hopes and dreams of a lot of people with you right into your classrooms. I can relate. When I started college, my mother had risked getting caught by authorities by the police for many, many years, just so I could obtain a top-notch education. I know about the pressure to do well, to be ever aware of those who sacrifice so you could be right here at this moment. But remember why your loved ones sacrificed. My mother used to say to me about running the numbers, I'm doing this so you don't have to. And that's the same reason why your own mothers and fathers and uncles and aunties and grandmothers and grandfathers did what they did to get a foothold in the terrain of this place that we call America, so you won't have to do what they did. Yes, it's a lot of pressure to think about making your loved ones proud, living up to their hopes and dreams for you, but the rewards are priceless. People often ask me what I think my mother would feel about this book I wrote about her and the success that I've had with it. I'm sure my mom would be proud of me, but it's impossible to know exactly how she would feel. Here's what I do know. When my mom died, I found in her room a laminated copy of an article about me in the Ticker, Baruch's student newspaper. The headline said, Baruch gets a new professor, making an impact as high on her priority list. My mom's laminated copy was really worn and bent, and it was clear to me that she'd been showing it to everyone. My own copy of that same article hangs in my office on the wall at work. Every time I look at it, I am reminded of the value of, yes, a college education, and my responsibility as a professor to help students like you achieve that goal, to have an impact. And I am reminded anew that I am my mother's living legacy. This place, Baruch, where I have spent my 30-year career as a teacher, embodies, symbolizes really, all that my mother sacrificed and worked hard for so that I could excel. She was so smart and so well-read and so curious about the world. She who never got to fulfill her own dream of attending college. So imagine what it felt like for her to have a daughter who became a college professor. Nothing made her prouder of me than that achievement, and nothing makes me feel better than knowing how proud I made her. Congratulations on becoming Baruch College students. Welcome to freshman year. Strive to live a good life with integrity. Avoid shortcuts. You're about to embark on an extraordinary college experience. I have no doubt that you will create memories that will echo throughout your lifetime. Enjoy. And thank you.
Thank you, Bridgette, for your guidance and words of inspiration. Your mother's story is indeed an inspiring one. Class of 2024, I hope you enjoyed reading this award-winning memoir in preparation for your first-year seminar. I am now pleased to welcome the president of the undergraduate student government, Tony Chen. A Brooklyn native, Tony is a senior majoring in human resource management. He has served in many leadership roles that include orientation leader, first-year seminar peer mentor, Team Baruch, and student government. He was elected president in May. Tony, we look forward to hearing from you today.
Welcome, class of 2024. My name is Tony Chan. As your undergraduate student government president, I want to congratulate you on your acceptance and enrollment to Baruch College. Today marks the first chapter of your story here at Baruch. I want to welcome you to the environment where you will take the lead in navigating your journey. My convocation was 3 years ago, and I was simply lost. I don't know where to go to, who to talk to, and what was going on. As a result, I was very insecure and nervous about my future. During my first year, I learned 2 valuable lessons that helped me overcome some of my initial insecurities. One valuable lesson I treasure, I learned from my professor, is that no one can be perfect in anything. Nobody is born a strong public speaker or a strong leader. It results from many hours of practice and training. This taught me that anything I wanted to be good at, I'll need to work hard for it and inspire me to step out of my comfort zone. By stepping out of my comfort zone and getting involved in campus life, I learned my second valuable lesson, which is that we are all unique and bring forth diverse ideas and experiences. One of my favorite things about Baruch is that it is a community filled with diversity and cultures. My main way of evolving on campus, which introduced me to many people, was through the undergraduate student government, also known as USG. USG is a governing body of representatives elected by undergraduate students to serve your best interests. I find myself intertwined in a group of like-minded individuals who are inspiring, dedicated, and unique themselves. Every day there is something that I can learn from this community, which excites me and makes me proud to be a Bearcat. These 2 valuable lessons have helped me with my collegiate journey because I am able to positively impact the general student body. So I encourage all of you to step out of your comfort zone, challenge yourself, and find your community. I'm a resource as well as any leaders on campus that all Bearcat can depend on. So never hesitate to reach out to us. Again, welcome, and I wish you the best luck in your 4-year at Baruch.
Thank you, Tony, and congratulations to you on being elected USG president. I look forward to working with you and your team this coming year. Good morning. Welcome to Baruch College. My name is Art King, and I'm the Vice President for Student Affairs and the Dean of Students. Welcome again. I got the opportunity to speak to many of you during the summer orientation, as well as the honor of speaking to your parents during family orientation. So I'm really happy to greet you again. And for those of you who are meeting for the first time, again, welcome to Baruch College. You know, you worked really hard to get to the college. We want to make sure that you stay working hard so you can succeed at this fine institution. How to do so? Well, there are myriad of activities that you can get involved in. We want you to join our 130 clubs and organizations. Become a leader, become a member. Get involved with all that the college has to offer. If you see a club or organization that you don't like or you don't feel it's meeting your need, form one. Form your own club and organization. Our Student Life Office can help you organize that. Also want you to take advantage of the many services that we have available on campus. For example, tutoring. Make sure that you go to our writing center. Make sure you contact our tutoring center to get help with those papers, with those big projects. Get involved with your professors. Make sure that you get to know them. Make sure that you work with them. Make sure that you participate in class. Make sure you get to class on time. Make sure that you also get to know your peers, those in the classroom with you, working in groups, work in study groups. You know, this pandemic has created havoc for many of us. And so you'll be working virtually from at home. But that doesn't mean that you're going to miss a beat. We are open to serve you and to serve you well. Our offices in the Division of Student Affairs will be open, whether it's the Dean of Students office, which is my office, or whether it's our Career Center, which we hope that you'll take advantage of because of the internship opportunities, the ability to get your resumes reviewed, or the ability to find out what internships or jobs are available, what the job market looks, what the prospects look like for you. It's also important for you to network. I can't tell you enough how our employers are asking for us to send to them students who already have those leadership skills, students who can work in diverse settings, students who have the ability to think on their feet, and students who are actively engaged, can give back to the community. That's what we do. That's what we will prepare you for. But you have to play your part in working hard and being engaged and being involved. You know, hard work got you to college today, but even working harder will keep you here and help you graduate from this outstanding institution, not just with a degree in hand, but with a first-class education. I'd like you to now look at the screen and join me as you recite the Breakout Commitment. This is a commitment that you're making to your institution, a commitment that you're making to yourself, and a commitment that you're making to your peers. Baruch College is committed to the values of integrity, excellence, respect, and engagement. As a Bearcat, you will make this commitment and adhere to the tenets of this commitment. Please follow along. I will dedicate myself to learning and practice personal integrity and academic honesty. I will challenge myself and others to achieve the highest level of academic excellence by taking responsibility for my success. I will value culture of diversity, respect those around me, and foster an inclusive community through inquiry, compassion, and celebration. I will promote engagement and involvement in our community and beyond through participation, leadership, and service. I promise to honor these values and lead by example. Let's say that one line together again. I promise to honor these values and lead by example. That's what you will do. That's what I know you will do. That's what Bearcats do. And so as a Bearcat, as a new student to our campus community, it is with my distinct honor and pleasure to say to you, class of 2024, welcome to Baruch College and congratulations.
Thank you, Dean King. I now want to invite the class of 2024 to listen to and sing along with members of our student a cappella group, the Blue Notes. In recent years, the Blue Notes have performed live on opening night for the movies Pitch Perfect 2 and Pitch Perfect 3, as well as A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. They will now perform Baruch's own alma mater for the class of 2024.
Standing high above the city's mighty roar, Bernard Baruch, we sing to you now and evermore, praising you for years. We will always be proud to call you alma mater, jubilant and free. Knowledge of the world, the honor it will bring, are what you have given us. That is why we sing your dignity and strength. Make our spirits soar. Bernard Baruch, we sing to you forevermore. Bernard Baruch, we sing to you forevermore.
Thank you, Blue Notes, for that wonderful performance. Before we end the program, I want to thank the 2020 Student Convocation Planning Committee for their work in creating this very special virtual event. Let me also direct your attention to the screen, where you will see a list of many activities we have planned, especially for you, as part of our Days of Welcome. The links to these virtual events have already been sent to you. Please attend as many as you can. I also want to invite you to join us for a live chat with Bridgette Davis, who will further discuss her memoir, The World According to Fannie Davis. The Zoom channel for this session has just been sent to you via text. Please tune in and take part in the book discussion. Immediately after Convocation, Baruch representatives and peer mentors will be in the live chat to answer any questions you may have about attending Baruch College. Be sure to join us in the chat room immediately following. This concludes our celebration of Convocation 2020. We thank you for being with us this morning. We're delighted that you're joining us at Baruch, and we look forward to your success, not only in the next 4 years, but also for years to come after you graduate.